Okay, I think I know how to go about fixing that, but yeah. That will be a project for tomorrow before stream or... So basically the underlying code that's doing that is reversing the direction when a given coordinate goes past. And it's getting stuck. So I need to figure out exactly why it's getting stuck. I don't... The game is like really super quiet. I didn't turn it down that low, did I? Or is it just this zone is really quiet? I have mail. I need to go deal with that soon, but something troubling you, my son. You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. Is there anything I can do to help? Anything at all? You only need to ask. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Curse my enemies, Father. Call down divine vengeance upon those who have butchered my friends. The wild roses are dead, Father, and I know not what to do. So there's frequently a, like, code with the scions that you need to call things the wild roses. So usually those selections don't mean anything, but... Do you believe it now, Bird? Do you believe it can hit the corner? Do you believe that it hitting the corner also breaks my code? The wild roses? I see. You may speak freely here. We're all friends of the scions. How? How could this have happened? Are you certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? Oh yeah, that's where we left off. Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her. And I will gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sister scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquez, would you come here for a moment? Yes, Father? If you require assistance, pray speak with Marquez. He's a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I shall explain. Marquez is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marquez, I want you to look after Archon. Do you understand? Yes, Father. Yes, so we're gonna go on a little side project for a minute. We'll be back to do the quests here and do this. I'm not ditching. There's just something I want to do that I have to be somewhere else to do. is the nearest mail point? There's a delivery, Moogle. Look what we have here. A new letter has arrived for you, Kupo. We have acquired some new stuff. So now I need to go to the Hall of the Immortal Flames. I need to get to a glamour dresser short. Is the short answer. And I think the two ways I can do that is going to the inn, or I might be able to... Actually, can I do it with this, or am I not far enough in this quest? No, I do not have access to the barracks yet. So to the inn. Keeper. Glamour dresser. Glamoring gear. If you come across a piece of gear whose design tickles your fancy, you may be able to store it in the glamour dresser. It will instantly be transformed into a glamour. This can be confirmed via the item's help window. Once stored in the glamour dresser, images of the gear can be applied to glamour plates and then equipped via the plates at your leisure. Note, however, that gear stored in a glamour dresser cannot be equipped until removed from the glamour dresser. So, where are those? Fat Cat Hood. Fat Cat Loungewear. Baguette. F-slop shorts and those are two different options, and then Fat Cat slippers. Equipping glamour plates. Images of gear stored in your glamour dressers or your armbar can be applied to glamour plates to create full sets of glamour attire that can be equipped in a single command. Which, I don't have a lot of experience doing these, but... Edit glamour plates. Using glamour plates. Glamour plates allow players to instantly equip an entire set of glamored gear without expending glamour prisms. Glamour plate. Apply. Okay. There we go. That's our little diversion done. So I can go back to Camp Drybone, and we will continue with our questing, now that we are suitably attired. Now I just need to level up fishing so that I can have the fat cat minion, and we are all complete on our... I mean, we've got the Gala kitten, so I don't really need to do that. We can be full on fat cat theme if we do that. Where am I going? I'm going in completely the wrong direction. Lord. Why is my rap just now arriving? What are you on about, Spotify? Exceedingly confused. First of all, how do I get this to go away? Hold on. What the hell? That spawned weird. Okay. I tried to look at why your artist badge isn't showing up, and like there was a message that it wouldn't let me get rid of. Where is that turnip head? We've already waited some hours for my cousin, and he still dallies Thal knows where. He's ever late. I do not understand why he can't simply depart early. Still, I confess I am fond of the fool. I would go look for him, but his route winds close to the Holiday training grounds, and they say 'tis a romp of beasts there. Beasts of the most dangerous kind. You are an adventurer, and surely this is the sort of thing that, oh, I don't know, makes your blood sing? Heart boil? It's such piffle. Will you look for my feckless cousin? Can I say no? Am I allowed to refuse to look for your cousin? Are you? Are you out? You gotta be outside. Okay. Dick, you carry... Death begets death, especially in those places where privation is the sovereign. A corpse? Is that a typo or a word I'm not familiar with? Apparently it is an alternate word for a corpse. The course left unburied is a rich field to vilekin, where they may sow pestilence and water it with their miasma. Nowhere is the rule of privation so apparent as in Lost Hope. A man might die upon the roadside there and go unclaimed, for no ties bind the unhappy folk together, except a common misfortune. Their homelands are no more. But as long as they live, some hope remains, and so we must thwart pestilence ere it begins. Will you deliver this repellent to that den of sorrow? Excuse me, Archon. Do you have a moment? Concerns this broken horologe which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask you journey to Camp Drybone in my stead to obtain a bullpoint chisel and a pair of needle-nosed pincers. They're often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask? Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this corn purse. That should cover it. Someone is fighting something outside. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Psst. You that wonder work and adventure? You can work some for me today. See, the father asked me to mend this vestment, but look, both the weft and the weave's gone there and there. I need more cloth than I have. There's a merchant at Blackbrush Station right now. He'll give you what I need. Hurry on, off to Central Thanalan you go. The sun has shone upon a terrible sight today. One of the bereaved wished to place upon the grave of his beloved a sprig of all-thick lavender. He strayed far, for the flower is sparse in these parts. He was grievously wounded by fiends. Grief makes us all slow in wits and limb, and I fear that these attacks will not cease until the creatures are gone. I pray you, banish the foul things. You are last seen in the east, near the remains of Agabwe. So Camp Drybone's got a couple things I need. Ballpoint chisel, you say? And a pair of needle-nosed pincers? Those things don't come cheap, you know. Here's a bag of gold. Those balls. I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. I think that Marquez guy just got screwed. Okay, let's see. So one down there, one there. We got a new quest out here. Actually, probably the best way to do this is like that. We've also got a quest to go out this way, so maybe we do that first. First things first, we deal with this. Help this guy out. Right. Time to remember what all my skills do. Oh, that's interesting. So you can't see that, but I got credit for the Immortal Flames hunting log for killing those Doctore. Outside of this quest, the only place you can find them is Halatali. Interesting that they count. Thank you, and thank you thrice. So those rather nasty brutes coming and thought, oh, nothing much beyond ARG! And they really should take old Holly Holly down. The place has absolutely gone to pot. Oh, look at the time. Mustn't keep the burial waiting too much longer. I suppose my cousin Fondrek, she of the over-tight corset, is none too pleased. I, too, refer to my cousin as having an over-tight corset. It's only been 2 weeks, but I just got this skill at the end of the last stream, so... Oh, hey. Blue quest. I can usually drop in pretty quick. Sage, I just, I know my way around Sage at this point, but... It's generally what did I put in this position on my bar today? Came from Dedeju, did you? I was wondering where she'd gone to. Stopped by her shop the other day and was going to offer a cup of tea. She missed a nice one, an amber tip from Kerthus. Her usual, I'm assuming? The tattered linen? Yes, sir. Now don't you go misapprehending. It's nice and soft, so she pulls out the thread and reweaves what she's meant in. Here you go. I'm suspicious. It's gotta go up here, that's... So here, then we go back out to Eastern. What business do you have here, stranger? Oh, you come from the Church of Saint Adama Landama? I have Vilekin Repellent. Ah, the Vilekin Repellent. Good father told me last moon of this plan. He's a man that keeps his word, and it was kind of him to have you deliver it. Did you know where and how these are... Did he tell you where and how these are to be used? I fear I have little knowledge of alchemy. I am going to assume that I use it at destination. One. Two, 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 two. Three. Come on, target the destination. 3. What do you mean it's not in range? I'm right on top of it. And 4. Thank you, stranger. This place may seem wretched to you, but none here would deny it is. But last year it had the look of a charnel house. So fiercely did the pestilence rage. Tell Father Iluid we owe him a debt of life. Charnel house. I confess, though, I wonder if we are saved from a plague only to perish in war. We have little love for Garlemald here, and news of them who burned our homes travels fast. That's, okay. That's a little morbid. What chance does Lost Hope have against a force that plucked Al Amigo like a bright peach? Fight or flee? We must make plans. Yet few have ears to listen to me. We have too much to fear already. Too many demons to slay every hour. That one. So a charnel house is a vault built for storing skeletal remains. Think mausoleum, except they don't hide the bones. Riddle me this, friend. Have you ever found yourself in the unfortunate situation your pockets were near to bursting with all matter materia, save for the sorts you wanted the most? I have, and I tell ye, it felt like I'd brought a sack full of fishing poles to a gold mine. Now I ask ye, what if there were a way to melt down a couple pieces of materia that weren't availing ye not, and mold them into a shiny new piece that, Nemea willin', just might strike your fancy? This most handy procedure is something we like to call shifty making. Rather, that's what Master Munimix calls it. Myself coined the term transmutation, which I'm hoping might find favor with adventurers like yourself. How's it all work, you ask? Could tell you, but why ask a student when you can learn from the master? You'll find Munimix over there, likely jumping out of his boots looking to trade tongue flaps about his discovery. Okay, I gotta prep for this. Okay. Uplander seeks knowledge of shifty making, yes? Then Uplander should make open ears to tongue flaps of Munimix. Process of shifty making is a big help use. First, be taking 5 need-not materia, yes? Melty mix this one. Melt, mixy melt that one. Squeeze and squash, then big eyes. 5 need-not are reborn as one shiny new. But shifty making is not simple like crafty making. Knowings of shifty making are much and many, and Uplander's brain case, big for Uplander, is small. Uplander need not be waking nor worry-faced. If Uplander has many need-not materia, bring them to Temptering. Munimix will shifty make for Uplander. Munimix will perform materia transmutation for you at any time free of charge. Bring the goblin 5 pieces of materia, and he will transmute them into a single new piece to use as you see fit. That said, materia transmutation remains an inexact science, as to what manner materia will emerge each time Munimix works his wonders. Only the goblin genius himself can say. I love doing the gobby voices, but it takes me a second to, like, get into that character.